our wrap-up of day 1 of FlipCon. Molly's exhausted, as you can see in the background there, but we just wanted to share with you some things we picked up in case you were having a little FOMO and you're not here. Let's give them the highlights, Molly.
Hey, y'all! All right, you want to know about what's today? Today is Thursday, August 10th.
You got it. Thursday, yes. August 10th.
It was a long, full day.
Yeah.
Started with a little breakfast served by Cracker Barrel.
Yes. And
then 9 to 12, we had speaker panels.
Yeah. So, all right, the first speaker, I'll call her the keynote speaker, was Reseller Rachel Strickland. And she did what I'm going to call like a kind of a motivational, don't get too comfortable speech. What is your passion? And it was very motivating. She did a really lovely job of it. Here's my one big takeaway from it is she said reframe, and we all know I'm big on reframing things. And what's the one thing in your life that you say to yourself, I don't have time to, and had everybody say what they didn't have time to. So for me it was, I don't have time to walk because I like walking with my dog. And she said to go ahead and reframe that to, it's not a priority to. And it sounds a little ridiculous. It's not a priority to walk with my dog. Right. All right. So
ouch.
Yeah, ouch. That hurts. All right. So Molly, what was yours?
So for my little thing I said out loud.
Yeah. Do you remember what it was?
No, I don't. Hold on. I'm trying to think of what I did because I had 3 different things running through my head.
Well, that's all right. So I want to challenge you guys to do that with something that you're always saying you don't have time for. And let's say it is, you say, I don't have time to cook. Well, I don't really care to cook that much, so it works out that it's not a priority for me to cook, and that's fine. So it works both ways. Like, put something through that you're saying you don't have time for, and see if it's a priority. See how that sounds. All right, Molly, did you remember what yours was?
Oh my gosh, I love thinking about it because I'm going to the next because I thought you were moving on.
Oh, yep. All right.
All right. We're going to move on to Commonwealth Picker.
All right. Let's do it. All right. So his common theme was, whatever way you resell, it's okay. Because there are a million different ways to resell, a million different ways people are reselling. And I think that was his common theme. Do you have anything to add for that, Molly?
No, but the whole time I was sitting there going, I love this because this is what we try to drill home to our C-chatters all the time. We always share with you our knowledge and our ideas, but we always try to follow up with, it may not be exactly what's right for you the way we do things, and it's nice to hear other people feel that way because especially when you get together in a large group of resellers, it can be easy to start comparing when you're hearing their stories and playing the comparison game.
Yeah.
But there's no need, y'all.
Comparison is the thief of joy. We say it over and over again, as did TR. All right. Next up.
All right, then we had the 9:30 to 10:30. It was the WorkLife Balance panel, which was Hustle at Home Mom, who I love to watch, Ashley, and her adorable husband, TJ, and Retro Rick.
Yeah, so they talked with a lot of things that I can identify with. I work until I burn out, and then I start all over again. But the one helpful thing that I did take away from this is Retro Rick said he was working with a coach and they said, make a list of everything you do. Highlight the items only you can do. And hey guys, that's a good way to see what you can outsource. There's probably only a few things on that list that you're the only one that you can do, right? That you can do it. Yeah. And look to outsource those things. Make your life a little easier. You cannot do it all. I had a boss, one of my first bosses and mentors when I was out of college, one of my first real jobs. And he really drilled home. He was a very successful businessman. He really drilled home that you can't do it all. You can't be concentrating 100% on your career and doing all your home improvement and mowing the grass and doing all of the things. Like, you really need to focus on what you enjoy and what you want to succeed at. So yeah, I really like that message. I think it is very true, right? You succeed where you put your energy. And you can't put your energy everywhere. We only have a limited amount of time on this earth, people. All right.
True.
And Ashley had said, Hustle at Home Mom, that she has a video for her VAs, which are virtual assistants, to train them. I know that's always a hot button topic here in the reselling world. How can I hire a VA? What works? She did a video that she said she's going to put up on our website for how she trains her VAs to do eBay listings. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Me too.
So the final in the panel time before the lunch break was when to quit, if ever. And that was ADH Dave, Becky Park, and Haley Varnell, who is Harry Tornado's wife.
Haley Tornado, if you will. Yeah. It was awesome to hear her voice and to hear her decision about going into full-time reselling. It was also awesome to hear about Dave's journey into full-time reselling. And Becky Park's story was a little different, and she really embraced it about how she was going into full-time reselling, but her career as a teacher kind of called her back, and she's decided to do both and incorporate those two worlds together, which I thought was fascinating to see the overlap between her role as a choir instructor and a YouTube content creator and reseller, and how she's bringing all those things together.
Yeah, amazing. So it's funny because the title got some people confused. Like Jason was talking about, what is this panel, when to quit, if ever? Makes you think, are they meaning quitting the reselling business? But that wasn't it. It was meaning quitting your other job.
Right.
To go full-time reselling.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. Yeah. Anyway, it was good.
A term I've heard thrown out a couple times since I've been here, and I totally get it, is like there's resellers and then there's normies, right? Because we do live a very strange life compared to the average individual. Like, it looks a little weird. So I think that's hilarious. I'm going to start using that all the time now. Anyway.
There you go.
Lunch. Do we have any commentary on lunch? It was good.
We took a lunch break. It was nice. We sat with some different people to meet and talk to, which I always love, networking and meeting new people. So we found a table with a couple of different couples we hadn't met, and it was nice and fun to hear their stories and what they do.
And that really is the best part of any reseller event, is the networking and the people you meet.
Absolutely.
So we'll be bringing you some people on spotlights. That's why we do it, because we all kind of operate in our own little corners of the world, and it's really fun to hear from people that do things totally different or maybe similar in another part of the country or another part of the world. It's really fun to bring you those things.
Yeah. And from 1 to 2, we had a live podcast with Trash to Cash.
Yep.
Dave, Carrie, and Kevin.
Yep, a lot of fun. You guys can check that out. Check out Trash to Cash if you haven't already. It's just a lot of fun, and they do throw a little bit of reselling knowledge in there at you.
In the midst of their banter.
In the midst of their banter, yeah. But it's a lot of fun. It was a good, relaxing, funny little break. Yeah.
And then the top sponsor did a quick step up, List Perfectly, who is one of our sponsors, who we adore.
Yes, absolutely. We love List Perfectly. They did a great job talking about their auto sales detection feature, which is, a game changer for a lot of us selling across different platforms. That was good to hear from them. Yeah.
Then 2:30 to 3:30, speaker panels.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The first one was debt freedom.
All right. So this one was near and dear to our hearts because, and I think this is falling out of favor in the past couple years, but I have to sneeze.
God bless. God bless.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know if I'm going to edit this out or not, but...
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm not editing it out because I want to bring you guys this content. All right, so debt-free reselling, or using reselling to get out of debt, it was a big part of the reselling community where people were, using the tenet, you got to spend money to make money. People were buying all this inventory, all these pallets, and there's so many better ways Reselling can be a great tool to get out of debt. They talked a lot about the Dave Ramsey method, the debt snowball, living debt-free, how good it feels. There was a lot of good content. There was the Ghetto Gazelle. I will have to link her up because she was phenomenal, and she is continually sharing her debt-free journey, including numbers and being very, very real about the whole situation over on Instagram, and she was quite impressive.
Awesome. 3:15 to 3:30, reselling in Australia.
Oh, that was fun to hear what it's like there. To hear how good we have it with all the platforms and international shipping, and really it was just kind of like a boost to all us US sellers when they were talking about they really only have eBay. Amazon's not really a thing. eBay is the primary selling platform, and things that are sought after, like t-shirts we would probably just discard that have like old Super Bowl, like, you know, the cheap t-shirts that we probably wouldn't take a second look at. DVDs were a big one, regardless of region code. DVDs were a big one. A lot of Aussies apparently buy DVDs, and that's a really hot market over there. So if you're not doing international shipping, they beg that you do international shipping, especially on eBay. Yep, and we totally agree with that.
Love it. 3:30 to 4:30, they did a breakout session. And Libby, what breakout session?
Oh, I went to the social media one. It was Hustle at Home Mom, Caleb, Phoenix Resale, and Josh, Harry Tornado. And they talked a lot about, it was going to be social media, but they talked exclusively about YouTube and keywording. It was interesting. They talked a lot about optimizing your titles, and we're going to get more into that tomorrow. And it was just neat to hear some really successful YouTube content creators and their take on things. And I think that was a wrap for the day, right, Molly?
Last but
what did I miss?
But not least, certainly not least, we had a representative from the local Charlotte area Goodwill come and do a quick talk and announce something special, which is why we have to go to bed soon.
Yes. All right, so we'll probably be sending another video on this, but it was kind of cool to hear from Goodwill, to hear about their mission and how they operate. And I just want to leave you guys with something. So it is not Goodwill's mission to redistribute goods throughout the community. It is their sole primary mission to provide education and jobs to people. 96 cents of every dollar you spend at Goodwill goes toward that mission. The other, 4 cents on the dollar, or 4%, goes toward their electricity, their bills, their things like that. But their mission is to create jobs in the community. And as resellers, they absolutely love us here in Charlotte, and we are excited to go there again tomorrow and really support their mission and all the good they're doing here in this community.
Because what are they doing for us tomorrow?
They are opening the bins an hour early so that we can go in and have exclusive access to all their good stuff, because they just love us resellers. Yeah!
So we have to go because we got to get to bed, because we got to get up and get to the bins first thing in the morning.
Bye!